Okay, we're going to start with removing all of the clamps and everything to remove the resonator from the water box on the double barrel exhaust system. Make sure you get in here and get it off with your impact or your ratchet, and you're going to have to remove your zip ties with some snips, or you could just bust it off here as we show in the video. Once you get all of that loose, you want to go ahead and get your temperature sensor loose and go ahead and move over to the manifold and undo your 2 clamps so you can wiggle the water box loose. It may take a little persuasion here, but everything's on tight depending on how you've ridden. If you've been in salt water, so don't be afraid to use a little bit of muscle to move that coupler back and get over here on the other side to take the resonator apart from the water box. You'll see in the video that we did not edit it. We wanted to show that everything doesn't go as perfect and as easily as you see in edited videos. You do got to use some muscle on some of this stuff to get it out. You want to go ahead and take your temperature sensor off so you can transfer it over to the modded water box, because if you have a double barrel, you're going to need a modded water box to get that extra velocity and that extra aggressive sound that's known from wet jet performance. Okay, you want to go down to your lock nut because that's how you're going to get your resonator to release. If there's a rivet there, go ahead and drill it out. That's how you get that off so it can spin backwards. You want to spin it towards the hull to get it loose. And sometimes there is a bolt there. So if there's a bolt, just take the 8mm and ratchet it right on out. But it varies from model to model, so you may run into a rivet or a bolt. All right, if you got a Kung Fu grip like G.I. Joe, you can go ahead and just twist it back. But if you don't, find that notch, get you a flathead screwdriver and a hammer and tap it up. And once you tap it up, you'll get it moving. And go ahead and twist it off, and that's how you can get your resonator out. And you're gonna put your wet jet plug right back in there with the OEM gasket that comes off the resonator. Put that on there, lock it back down. It's all sealed, good to go. You don't need any silicone. Now is the time to go ahead and clean your hull out because everything's out the way. Clean up any debris or anything you want to make shiny new again, and go ahead and move it all out, and you can get this DIY started because we're going to start drilling the outlets. You want to go ahead and get your provided gaskets and slide them over your outlets. Line everything up. This makes it so you don't need any silicone. You just pretty much drill the holes, lock everything down, you're good to go. Here, get your 2 provided templates out. You're gonna flip one over for the left side and keep the one right side up for the right side, and you'll be good to go. Here's where you wanna line your template up, hold it in place on the outside. You'll see where the drill bit guide goes. Get your drill, hold it in place. You're really just making the hole, and hold it up, and you're gonna go through and go ahead and drill it. But make sure everything's lined up and put into place. You can tape it into place if you like, or you can hold it into place like the installer here is doing. Once you get everything where you need it to be, all lined up, it fits snug and perfect, you go ahead and get your drill bit. And once you get your hole on the guide, as far as the drill bit, it's in there. That's exactly where it's gonna go. There's nothing left to do. Just go ahead and let it spin. And after it gets that hole, you don't need the template anymore. You can let it loose because it's only going in one place. You can go ahead and get your file if you want. File off the shards. You don't really have to. You can stick your outlet right in there. But if you want to keep it real clean, go ahead and file off the shards. Okay, put your gasket on there. Go ahead and line everything up and get your drill. This is better than using the template. Just take your drill bit for a pilot hole and stick it right into the holes and get your perfect alignment without using a template, because you never know, the template might move, might get off a little bit, but this makes it perfect. Once you get the pilot hole drilled, go ahead and drill it out to the right size. Put one screw in there. It should make its own threads. And this way you can lock down your outlet in the alignment that you want and go back and do the other 3 holes without it being held if you don't have a helper and you want to keep it steady. You can use a little silicone on the bolts to seal everything off. Once you get it in there, go ahead and take your Allen head on your impact and screw it all the way in there so it's tight, and get it firm and snug. It's going to be tight, but you're going to put the bolts on the back. And if you use your gasket, there's no need for RTV or anything. You can use it as an extra precaution, but as you see, it's done, and we'll get it on the back side. All right, we're almost finished with the right side. You're gonna go ahead and take your 1/4 20 nuts, put your hand on it, go ahead and tighten them down. Get all 4 of them on there, and then we'll get them and snug them all the way down at the end. All right, if you don't have strong hands, you can go ahead and use a socket or some vice grips or some channel locks to go ahead and lock this down. But our installer here, installer extraordinary, has super strong hands, and he knows with his fingers to lock everything down. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get to the left side. We're almost done. And the template is there, but what you do here is just flip it over because it's the opposite side. So you line everything up with the edge and you're good to go. So in the ideal world, if you haven't done this before like we have, you go ahead and cut the template out with a pair of scissors and line it up against the edge and poke a hole through the template. So where the drill bit guide goes, that's exactly where you want it to line up, and they'll line up good every time. But he's done this a few times. It's gonna line up perfect. There's nothing to worry about for him. We do these all the time. We made the pilot hole, so we're gonna go ahead and let it rip and drill right through. So we can put that wedge jet outlet on this side also. All right, we got a hole, so we're gonna go ahead and test fit the outlet. Fits perfect, and you're gonna repeat the steps of drilling the pilot holes once you get it all lined up and get it all bolted in, and then we'll move on to the next steps. Okay, from here, you want to take your modded water box if you have one and go ahead and line it back up like normal, just in the reverse process that we did to take it off. Go ahead and push it on there snug, get it put in its mount, and move all the couplers and clamps back, put everything back to the way it's supposed to be, snug it all down, and we'll do our pipes and coupler alignment for the double barrel exhaust. All right, once you got the patented wet jet coupler, go ahead and fit it onto the water box. The small side goes to the water box. The big end goes down, pointed towards your 45. Get all your pipes to align up your fitment. Make it all nice and snug. Use water if you have to align the fitment. You're not going to clamp anything down. You're going to make it all lined up and ready to go. And you're going to take your 3-inch union, the passover, to go to the left side. You align that into your 3-inch hole on the side. Go ahead and press that in there. And you're going to get your other 45 that jumps to your anodized piping that goes to your outlet. And you fit that one on there. And then you line up the pipes and clamp everything down and keep moving forward with everything you see in the video. All right, you want to go ahead and get you a little bit of water, spray it onto the anodized piping. So that way it'll slide a little bit easier. And once everything slides on, you go ahead and work with your fitment. You don't want to clamp anything down yet. Make sure everything is loose so you can get it on there just right. So you get it, wiggle it on there, and take it down to the outlet and wiggle that on there. Once you get one, it gets rock solid, so you can put the rest of it on there. Get everything lined up on the right side, point it towards your 135 coupler, get your anodized piping, lube it up, slide it on there just like you did the left side. All right, once you got everything lined up and fitted perfect, you take all your clamps, go over everything, clamp down every joint, every union where the couplers meet, and tighten everything down, and you'll be good to go. Check all your work, check your plug, check your outlets, make sure everything is good. After you finish that up, put the top deck on, and you'll be good to go and all done. Now go out on the water and enjoy your double barrel exhaust from Wet Jet Performance. This has been Cowboy B. Peace.